Welcome back to another episode of Graphic Designers React. We couldn't believe the reactions we were getting from NHL logos, so here we are, back at it again, reacting to another set of NHL logos. Let's jump into it. First logo.
Vegas Golden Knight. Yeah, this team has not been around super long. It started in 2017. Their logo is pretty basic, I would probably say. But one cool thing that I actually didn't notice before is you actually have a V in the negative space of the helmet. I don't know how I'd see that before.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's out there.
Cool. There are a few things that bug me. The shape on the right side when it just like flares out there with the triangle in the helmet.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they decided to do that. Why didn't they just keep it, you know, the same shape going with the helmet? Many times we like look at logos, and I think a lot of people that aren't graphic designers will look at logos like this and be like, oh yeah, it looks so balanced and so good. Yep, everything straight is perfectly on, but it's actually not. There's little small things that are off about it, and it's kind of hard to explain.
I kind of like that it protrudes the shield at the top. I kind of wish it was a little bit more. I also wonder if instead of that dark gray, if they just did a black that matched the other black, you know?
I almost wonder if they like maybe tried that and then it just looked like the helmet had holes in it.
Oh, that's a good point.
But what if they did like the background gray and the shadows black?
Oh, there you go.
I think the top part of the helmet that's gray, I think they could have made the shape into the nose a little bit different, instead of just cut straight into a half triangle. Sometimes I like a more realistic look to it. This is like a little bit less realistic.
Like kind of in between. It has these shadows to kind of try to give it dimension, but it's also really flat.
I've seen a lot of branding and apparel, and they do have quite a bit of cool apparel and branding stuff. Alrighty. Alright, I gave it a 7.
I'm giving it an 8.
Yeah.
I went 6.
6?
Nice.
Kind of low, yeah.
I think you just pointing out the V in there too kind of made it feel kind of cool. So
yeah, it does. And it's like, it's kind of like the FedEx logo, how you see the arrow.
Well, how did I not see that before? But yeah, now that's the V.
little small things could really help it out.
The San Jose Sharks.
Dang, okay.
Yeah.
Cool logo.
Yes, these guys, this is probably my well, not this one, but they have like the best hockey logos, in my opinion. I think they're pretty
We
sweet.
haven't even seen them all.
But they got like good colors, they got good balance, like it's biting that hockey stick in half.
I really like the use of the triangle.
The triangle is supposed to be the red triangle, which is like the point between San Jose, San Francisco, and Oakland. And it's known for its shark population. Yeah.
It is interesting like how layered the triangle is. You got black, then gray, then black, then blue, then black.
They went crazy with the strokes on that.
And then also just how many lines are in the tape on the
Yeah, that's something that did bug me looking at it. Like there's a lot of lines there.
I wish the shark was a little more detailed.
Yeah, same.
This is their most current logo.
Okay. Wow, they actually changed to cut a few things about what you guys just said. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Even like the hockey stick, it's like a little bit more animated, you know?
I even like how the triangle's a little bit different too. It has a little bow in the
That's
top.
what I'm saying. See, this is like my favorite hockey logo.
Oh, this is rad. I think the dimension of like the shark is like spot on.
Yeah, and their secondary logos, pardon my French, but pretty badass. So the orange, you'll see the orange color. That's because one of the owners really liked the Miami Dolphins, I guess. So they decided to put orange in the logo.
Right.
I gave it a 10.
10.
I gave it 10.
Oh no! All right, they're coming after me. Right to tail. I gave it an 8, just because I actually would like to see a little bit different colors with messing with the black and still messing with the negative space off to the left.
It's a good triangle. It's a good badge. On a hat, too.
Yeah, on a hat would be way cool.
Yeah.
The New York Islanders. It's just got like Long Island, New York on there. You got the Y coming down into a hockey stick. There's some things that I like a lot about this, like how the New York in the top, the white kind of like breaks out of that circle and kind of breaks it up a little bit. I feel like it makes it like really interesting in the fact that you kind of go to New York first and then your eyes kind of wander down. The one thing that is a little interesting is how the I overlaps Long Island.
I was looking at it. That's kind of bugging me.
Because the I is like that, it kind of looks out of place and you read Slanders.
Yeah.
Which I don't know that they want to be called the Slanders, the New York Slanders.
One thing that I've thought about is I don't think graphic designers' minds thought any different than we thought or how we think. For example, the NY, many designers thinking, okay, we can turn that Y into a hockey stick. And I think a lot of designers now would say the same, like, oh, we probably still think of ways to implement a hockey stick that way, the same way people did in the 70s.
Yeah, you gotta think there's still the principles of design, there's still the elements of design. The style is just different.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like,
making everything uniform is a lot more difficult without all these computers, software, tools that we get to use today.
Yeah.
Like for a logo back in the 70s, you know, that definitely was probably something that was like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah, it'll be cutting edge stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, in the 90s, they wanted to kind of make something a little bit more modern with the times. I don't know, I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't like that random gray streak in that top wave there though.
The waves on the bottom kind of remind me of toothpaste.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like Crest toothpaste.
Which they probably could have done without.
Man, he is orange.
He's been out on the boat. They didn't really keep any of like the New York elements. I feel like the fishermen, you know, could be like, I think more Massachusetts.
Yeah.
But they actually only had this logo for 2 years. It did not do very well.
What did they move on to?
Boom.
And they didn't fix anything.
They added a yellow or an orange circle around it.
They kind of adjusted the colors to create more contrast. That was one thing about the other one, is it felt like that really bright blue with the bright orange didn't contrast.
Yeah, they were like competing.
Then they went to this.
Yep. Yeah, they did kind of go back to some more of their like original colors, but it does have a little bit less contrast. So I think there's still enough, but it does feel like there's less.
Yeah.
And then one of the biggest things, they actually also kind of fixed the typeface a little bit. They cleaned it up. It's really subtle. Yeah, for some reason they chose the same color as the Knicks.
Oh, yeah, they did.
One thing that's actually kind of cool is they are one of the only teams to win 4 consecutive Stanley Cups.
Oh, wow.
And so they added an extra stripe to the hockey stick to stay forward.
That's kind of cool.
All right, ready, set. I gave it a pretty low one.
I gave it a...
Wow, you just go.
Not even surprised. Not even surprised. It's because you got this one for a project.
It is, yeah. I'm finding that the more that I learn about these logos, the more I like them.
Technically, I just think there's a lot of things that are off about the design that can be fixed. Yeah, just a lot of things are unbalanced about it, so definitely not a high score for me.
I like it. I like the colors. Yeah, they have something there. Just where it is now isn't great. Like, they definitely have something to build on. They have, I would say, most, if not all, the elements they need. They just need to put them together different.
Yeah, I think I just like it a lot for like somewhat nostalgia purposes. Like, it's kind of cool to like keep something the same over like this amount of time. It's kind of crazy. I do kind of agree with you guys though, like after hearing some of your opinions, like just the things that need to be cleaned up. Yeah, it's weird that the island doesn't touch on the left side and it's so close. It's like the ear. If you guys are liking what you're seeing out there, go ahead and give us a like, go ahead and subscribe. We love making these videos and we want you guys to keep watching them and enjoying them. And also if you have any feedback, let us know in the comments.
Sometimes when we work on these together and if I get a logo, I actually like it a lot more too. I think we all kind of feel that way. And you kind of dive deep into a logo design and you start to fall in love with it. And this is one of them for me. This one's the Seattle Krakens. The Seattle Kraken. It's a pretty dope logo. The designer that actually made this, his name is Brian Gundell. He designs a ton of different brands. He designed this one and I think he did a really, really good job.
The fact that the S is like the overall shape is really rad. It's like a lot more interesting than putting it inside of something. I like how you can kind of see the tentacle going up through the middle. Looks really cool. The red eye is pretty sick too. Like I feel like it's big enough that it like makes sense. It's not like this weird like dot of red. And for it just being the letter S, it looks mean.
And I can imagine Brian probably saw a lot of logos with a Kraken and it was like a full, what is it, a squid?
Yeah, like a giant squid type of deal.
So like seeing a giant squid and all right, how can we not do just a full-on squid and make it something super unique. And he did a really good job with it. The font he designed. One thing I wish I could have seen, I'm sure on his screen with all of his thumbnail sketches and everything, he had like a million different sketches of this. I would be curious to see what would it look like with more tentacles, like the little circles. I can imagine those little circles get lost in embroidery, screen printing. You know, they can get kind of lost sometimes.
Yeah.
But as a design, it looks really good.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's good, stand by itself. I do wish the tentacle had just a little bit more detail to make it look more like a tentacle. Because like you said, I imagine it gets lost quite a bit.
Let's see it. Give it a 10. 10. I think Brian did a good job.
Like seeing this, it makes me want to like check out their Instagram page and see like what other kind of stuff they have that go with this S.
Yeah,
'Cause, I could just see like all of like the supporting stuff, like really making this like extra special.
Jerseys are super cool. Their t-shirts, hats, all of their branding is super rad.
I know, I want like a hat.
It's crack-a-lackin'.
Oh man.
Moving on, Columbus Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets are referencing the uniforms during the Civil War. Columbus, Ohio was known for supplying the war with a lot of, obviously, soldiers.
And jackets.
I think the logo is kind of cool with the C and the B in there. It does give me a lot of Christmas vibes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just a star on top and the red throughout.
Can you count how many stars there are?
So there's 5 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4.
10.
Got 3, 5.
Oh, and then the 14th star on top.
Which doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you go to their new logo, boom.
Whoa.
Well, now count how many stars there are.
Oh, 10, 12. 13 plus 12.
You got So it's kind of funny. They went from technically 14 stars to now 13 stars, but there's 12 stars in.
And is that to symbolize the 13 colonies?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
So the new logo, it is the Ohio State flag. The Ohio State flag has, I believe, 18 stars though.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's interesting that they don't have text in the NHL logos. Like a lot of the NBA logos, it seems like that's almost required.
Yeah.
I kind of like it that way because I think every brand needs just a brand mark.
Yeah, it makes it better standalone, you know? So you don't have to have the text to know what it is.
Right.
Just like, Nike, you just know it by the symbol. They do also have some alternate logos, and they put on their jerseys is a full-on cannon.
Oh, that's sick.
That is pretty cool.
I like the cannon
That's
idea.
way sick.
So they do have some interesting alternate logos. However, I do like this one as their primary logo. All right, let's see it.
I give it 8.
8. Gave a 6. I do think that the cannon, going down the cannon route would have been way cooler.
For sure.
Honestly, they just stole the flag and made it swooshy into a C. But it is a very, very unique placement, and it still sits very, very well on apparel, hats, jerseys. They kind of made it look very, very unique.
I kind of like some of the like exaggerated elements of it, like the star isn't like a perfect like shape. It's like exaggerated on the bottom.
I think it's a very unified logo. The Winnipeg Jets.
All right.
Winnipeg, yes.
Where's Winnipeg at?
In Canada.
The retro font on the bottom.
I know. Well, yeah, this one's rough because it reads as Jets Winnipeg and not Winnipeg Jets. Apparently that circle is supposed to be a hockey puck. That the airplanes of, it's supposed to be a hockey puck. That the hockey stick is cradling.
I really love the type in this. It just feels so custom and like so unique, and the icon of the airplane seems almost like you'd see like a street sign for like an airport,
Yeah.
I wish that was a little bit more stylistic, like the type was.
Yeah.
But I actually really like this.
Yeah. All right, let's see what their new logos look like. They turned the jet into a screw.
You see it now though, it does read Winnipeg Jets.
Oh yeah.
So they did fix that.
This is probably an example of like connecting too many letters into each other. I don't think you need to connect all the letters.
That little shape we're guessing is jet, and it kind of has like a little airstream that goes like through the letters.
Yeah.
I wish that would have been more exaggerated.
Yeah, more like speed lines.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than just the one.
I don't know if I'd say it's an improvement. It's different, but I don't know if it's better.
I do like the other one a little more.
Here's their current one.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
They simplified it a ton. They got a fighter jet now.
The colors are very poor choice.
I don't like the colors very much. I feel like they could be brighter. They're kind of dull.
Yeah, those grays look weird in there. I don't know for sure. I'm just kind of guessing at this, but I think that white circle with like the little point, I think that has something to do with an instrument in a plane. Not 100% sure.
But yeah, a lot of things get lost in this logo. I do like the shape of the jet a lot more than the others.
Yeah, it kind of feels like they just took a bunch of stuff and stacked it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it seems like a lot of times when brands like, or hockey teams or any team, I guess, like rebrands, they either go like the nostalgic route or they go with something that's like kind of something new and like fresh. And this just feels plain. Yeah. That's funny. No pun intended.
Brother, this guy stinks!
And again, it's just like they took the shape and they shrunk it down and put it in a circle.
All right. Give it a 3.
I gave it a 3 as well.
I gave it a 2.
Definitely could have some better logos.
Oh yeah.
I could see them easily redesigning a new logo.
Yeah, I'd really like to see like more of those elements like interact with each other rather than
Think
just
of
being
like
set on top.
like a swooshing jet, you know, like around the leaf.
Pittsburgh
Penguins. This is their OG logo. They've been a team since 1967.
A long time.
Yeah, it is a long time.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's very, very happy, and yeah, it doesn't really look like obviously he's playing hockey, but not competitive hockey.
It's just hockey for fun.
Yeah.
His little wigs.
Dude, they beefed him up.
Yeah, they beefed him up.
He's a beefcake now.
in the gym.
Yeah, he did.
Now he is playing competitive hockey, and he ditched a scarf.
Funny how close all that text is to each other.
Oh yeah, should have fixed the kerning on that.
Yeah, especially for it being in all caps. Like, you need a little bit of space.
And for, all those dyslexics out there, Pittsburgh does have 2 T's. Obviously, they, got rid of the stroke circle. It's a solid circle all the way around. And then we already talked about how they roided up the penguin. So they got rid of the circle. Now it's just the penguin.
I just love like the hand-drawn look of him. Like, it's not perfect, his beak is a little weird looking. Oh, I just like, again, with the triangle.
Yeah.
Fan of the triangle.
So they got that gold triangle behind it because the Pittsburgh's downtown is nicknamed the Golden Triangle.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whoa.
Major change up, yeah.
Yeah.
Still got the gold triangle, still got the penguin. It doesn't feel like a hockey logo though. It feels like an airline.
And we know why they went this way.
Yeah.
It's a lot more simplistic, a lot easier to manufacture.
print. Always goes back to that. Selling their soul to make it easier to print.
As far as like this kind of style of logo goes, though, I think there's a lot of things that I really like that right-hand side of the triangle, is kind of making its wing.
Oh yeah.
The middle stripe, you kind of see his belly. You kind of have the element of like the golden triangle in there too with the left side. The penguin, though, just doesn't look as mean.
It's a lot more elegant.
Right, elegant is definitely the word.
Oh,
They went back to the beefed up penguin.
like this, that's too soft.
And I don't know why they desaturated the triangle though. It's kind of weird. It's more of a beige now. And then they went back to this. So they went full circle.
There's a few things cleaned up.
Yeah, you can see the beak's a little bit cleaner than it was before.
His skates, there's a little less going on in the skates.
His gloves, especially that glove, still confuses me to look at.
Oh yeah.
It just feels like a mess.
All right,
Let's
let's see what you guys gave it. Give it a 5.
I give it 6.
I give it an 8. Again, I don't watch a whole lot of hockey. I watch a little bit of hockey, but I have always liked the Penguins. Sidney Crosby, best player in the league.
Matt always votes because it's biased.
But yeah, there's just something about like a hand-drawn kind of logo that just I do kind of like a little bit more.
This is the Calgary Flames. From what I've gathered, basically like the Bulls of hockey. They've never changed their logo, just the colors. So in 1972, they were based in Atlanta, and then some dudes bought the team, moved it to Calgary, and now they're called the Calgary Flames. There was a young lady, her name was Trish Reddit, entered this logo into a competition, and she won. She got the idea based off of a card that she saw, flames on it.
From the little bit of hockey that I've watched, and I always thought they had super cool like jerseys and stuff. Like sometimes they'll wear all red. The C on their like all red kit is like, I think it's really cool. I actually like this logo. I know there's like some issues with the Flames. They probably could be cleaned up a little bit better, but as far as like the overall idea of it, I actually really like this.
And they updated it a little bit. They don't added a black outline to it,
Oh, it's like a superhero logo.
but then they went back.
Oh,
Yeah, got rid of it.
It's interesting that they cut out that little spotted yellow to kind of keep it more consistent, but I don't know if I like it more or worse. Sometimes this happens a lot in graphic design. It seems like when you add like a thick stroke to something and there's elements that are close together, it starts to kind of close in. And I always have a hard time whether that should be filled in or should be opened.
It's not really a logo that you can like deeply analyze. It's just a C
with flames.
You can't change it because it's just been a very, very iconic logo over the hockey franchise. So changing it, you'd probably anger a lot of fans. All right, we'll see it. Yeah, I give it kind of not as high as you guys did.
I did an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a 6. It's just not like super unique, and comparably to other logos, it's not something that super impresses me.
What's kind of interesting about it is like, I wonder, you know, how much this maybe influenced the idea for the Kraken. Like for them just using a letter form to like create the whole logo.
Yeah.
The New England Whalers. So this team actually started in New England and ended up moving to Carolina. So they started out as the Whalers and then they've changed.
Whoa.
And their history was a little bit confusing for me. It was kind of hard to follow. New England ended up changing their logo to this kind of whale tail. What kind of happened is the league merged. So they went from New England, from the Whalers, moved to Carolina and rebranded as the Hurricanes. And this is kind of the logo they came up with. It's supposed to kind of look like a hurricane. You have like the hockey puck in the center that's supposed to symbolize the eye of the storm.
Okay.
And then they went with a red and a black because the hurricane warning flag is a red flag with a black square in the center. The hockey puck in the center and why it has, like, to me it's supposed to simulate like how like the hockey puck is spinning through the air.
It reminds me of the Portland Trailblazers logo a little bit.
It does, yeah.
That's got solid colors too. Yeah.
I like the description that you made on it. You know, how it's a hurricane. I think that's very, very unique.
Yeah, it's kind of this interesting like abstract shape. Yeah, you almost start looking at it and you start seeing different shapes. Like now I'm seeing kind of like the white on the inside kind of makes like almost the same as the outside shape, which is kind of cool. I don't know, it's just a very interesting, especially for it to have like such little context necessarily. Like I just think like even without knowing it's a hurricane, it just looks cool. They do have some cool secondary logos, which I think you guys out there should go and look up. It's kind of like these like warning flags, like with a hockey stick.
Oh, hey.
All right, what do you guys give it? Give it a 4.
I did 7.
7?
I give it a 9.
Matt, what are you even doing here?
I just feel like it's like so abstract and kind of cool. It's very unique. I think some things could maybe be tightened up. Like maybe they could make the hockey puck in the center look a little bit more like a hockey puck, but I don't know. It's like such a abstract shape that
Also, a hockey puck is just, you know, a cylinder. Square cylinder. So
Yeah, I gave it a 4 for the reason being hurricane. Like, I feel like you could make some really cool stuff out of that. But I understand they wanted to keep it abstract. There's a few things that bug me about just the left side of it, where it chops with the swoosh there. It chops there when it should come rounded into it, so it stays uniform throughout the whole logo. Like and subscribe down below. Please let us know what you guys thought of these logos in the comment section. We love all of our NHL fans, as well as our graphic designers out there that are following us. Let us know what you guys thought. If you guys have any suggestions for our up and coming videos, please put it down in the comment section. But until then, thanks guys.